Welcome to the Family Book Club podcast with Elizabeth Samsetti.
Hi, today I want to talk to us about step parenting. When we talk about parents, for me, I believe that it's not just those that give birth. It's not just the biological parents of a child that actually can parent a child. I've heard of stories, and at the same time, I've seen people that have been able to take care of people's children very well. Okay, very, very well. Catered for people's children as if they were theirs, and the children came out with good manners, good characters, and they came out really very happy. And some of them even took those stepmothers or stepfathers as their fathers. Some of them, their parents may have separated or undergone a kind of divorce, and their step-parents become their favorites because they catered for them and showed them much love and, much more than even their biological parents. So that's why I believe that parenting is not shouldn't be circled around the DNA or the bloodline. All right. Parenting is nurturing up a child, bringing up a child well with good values, teaching and correcting. Correction is very important as far as parenting is concerned. So it's not limited to only a biological parent, a biological father, a biological mother that could bring up a child that well. Okay, so when we talk step parenting, I am not talking about the ones that will go impose, seduce other people's wives or other people's husbands. I'm talking about those that, for obvious reasons, for genuine reasons, okay, either because of death, as a cause of death, they lost their spouse, their husband or their wife, or as a cause of divorce or separation, and the situation has gotten to the point where they cannot come back together, and it becomes necessary, at that point when it becomes necessary that man or that woman, as a single parent, a single mother or a single father, cannot stay alone or bring up those children just alone by his or herself. They need a partner, somebody to help them bring up these children. And and at the same time, their needs, they're adults, they have needs also. It's better that they settle down with one person. They find true love once again and settle down with one person rather than begin to jump from pillar to pole. Look, all in the name of keeping different relationships, which is actually not healthy for the children. It will be very strange and very funny for a child to see the mother go out and come back every day with different men, or the father to go out and when we talk about parenting, upbringing, such is not good. That's not a good way, a good example to live, to see the children, for the children to see you while they grow up. Let's not forget also that the children are moved by what they see. Okay, is one thing to teach them to say this is the right way to go, this is the appropriate way to go, and yet you as a parent, you are doing the wrong thing, because they learn mostly, okay, by what they see parents do. That's what they do. And biological parents, yes, the love of a child for a biological parent, I think there's that cord, there's that unity between the parents and their children. No matter how distant away a parent is from a child, if the child comes somewhere, either a crowd, probably in an inter-house sport in a school or whatever it is, maybe they are playing sports, and the child discovers that the mother somewhere is around that crowd or is in that crowd, the child will not have a relaxed mind, will not be at peace, will not be at rest until he or she sees and sights the true parent, that's the biological mother or father, even if the stepmother is there. And there are things that the society has a way. When a child is doing well, they have a way of always praising the parents. Oh, you are working well on this child and all that. But no matter how hard the step parent tried, the stepfather or the stepmother, people must complain. They will say, for any little negative thing, anything that happens, they will say, it's because if it was his own child, if she was her own child, we should have done this to him, we should have done that to her and all that. In a nutshell, When we get to that point, so I'm talking about, well, it could be at a young age, it could be at a very matured age when you need to remarry and you have children, meaning you want to give your children step parents. Please, let's be careful, because it's a selfless, in fact, a step parent should be selfless. When you are going into a married with somebody that has married before, that has children, you have to be ready to accept those children as yours. You cannot go into a marriage with a man that has children and you're like, okay, I don't like his children, but I love him. No, it doesn't work like that. Excuse me, it doesn't work like that. Or you are marrying a young lady that already has 1 or 2 kids, and you are telling her, why not take the children to the father, and you cannot afford to father another person's children. If you are so much in love with the lady you are about to get married to, you should be able to be comfortable with the children. Okay, so you must, as people that want to choose step parents for their children, you have to be really very careful. You have to watch out for somebody that is selfless, that has love. And before going into marriage, let them meet. Let there be a meeting point between your children and these people. Watch them, see how the body language is, see how much they accommodate each other. Okay, it's very, very important. And as for children also that already have step parents that are going through one situation, okay, bad situation or the other, please speak to your parents, either your father or your mother that is out there. And for also the parents that are home, that have married a second wife or have remarried to another husband, listen to your children. When they come to you and try to complain about whatever it is that your new wife or your new husband is doing that they don't like, listen to them, no matter how young they are. Mommy, oh, uncle, or well, whether they call the person uncle, auntie, or even mother, probably you've told them to call them mother, to see them as a mother or a father. Listen to what they have to say. And when they tell you, investigate. This is one of the, mostly for women. Women hardly do this. Whether most times it's as a result of some women that feel once they get married is an avenue for wealth or riches. I don't know, for whatever reason. They feel they can't go back. They are settled, they are comfortable. This man is rich, is wealthy, is well-to-do. Leaving him will be no. Please listen to your child. Don't jeopardize the life of your child. Whatever complaint they have, they come to you. Listen to what they have to say, and investigate. Do your own investigation. Your the life of your child matters so much. Don't, because of your own emotions, throw away or truncate the joy and the future of your child. Because when a child grows up in that kind of an environment, not being comfortable with a stepfather or a stepmother, it could make the child go the wrong path. It could make the child follow the wrong gang, the wrong group, and begin to listen to things outside, negative things. That is why, as a parent, it's your duty to always listen to them whenever they come complaining, whatever kind of complaint that they have to share with you. All right, and do your investigation. And if need be, confront your spouse, your new spouse, the man or the woman. This is what my child has said. Is it true? Is it not true? If need be, if it cannot be resolved, if you have to take a walk, take a bow out of that relationship, please do it for your child's sake. Your child's life and joy and happiness and future matters as much as yours matters. It's actually very delicate, because these days a lot of people don't just look into any of these things. They just do them, and at the end of the day things go wrong, and then they will start pointing fingers at Mr. A and Mr. B, or later they will start having regrets, and by the time it comes to the point where regrets are being made, the deed is done. Just at that point, a little or no kind of remedy can be done at that point in time. So please, parents, step parents, be good to your children, be selfless, show love to your spouse. The children of your spouse is very, very important. And children, appreciate your step parents, because your parents, your mother or your father, need them to be around. But except there are needs, there are reasons where you need to complain. There are things that are being done to you that you don't accommodate, that does not go down well with you. Yes, you have a right. Don't keep quiet. Please complain. A lot of them are even get abused by their step parents. So please, stepfathers and biological fathers and mothers in the house, please be observant of your children and your spouse, okay, in your second marriages. This is where I'm going to leave it for today, and I shall see you in my next episode. My name is Elizabeth Samsedi.